Good morning children, welcome to the chemistry online class. Hope all are doing good. In the previous class we were discussing about soil. We learned about formation of soil, soil profile and types of soil. Today we will learn about properties of soil. Mainly there are three properties of soil. They are percolation of water in the soil, moisture content in the soil and absorption of water by the soil. Children, when we studied about the types of soil, we realized that sandy soil is not suitable for plant growth as it drains all the water through it. But in clay soil, it didn't let the water drain through it. So, draining of water is an important factor that we need to consider in soil. Draining through is called percolation. There is a way of measuring how fast the water drains through or percolates through the soil. We can find how many milliliter of water percolates through the soil per minute. For that, let's do an activity.
For this, take a fixed amount of water. For example, say about 200 ml. Then take a tin can with the bottom removed or a pipe and pack it with soil. Then pour the water into one end and wait for all of it to pass through the soil and come out from the other end. Note how many minutes it took. The amount of water divided by the time taken will give you the percolation rate. Percolation rate equal to amount of water by percolation time. For example, if it took 40 minutes for 200 ml of water to percolate, then the rate is 200 ml by 40 minutes, which gives 5 milliliter per minute.
So, different kinds of soil have different rates of percolation. Next property of soil is moisture content in the soil. Children, do you know soil emits and absorbs gases? In hot summer day, soil emits out water vapor. That is why the air near the soil seems to be shimmering. What do you mean by shimmering? Shimmering means shining. Let us discuss this in detail.
If we heat soil in a test tube, you will find drops of condensation at the top of the test tube. That is the vapor that has come out of the soil. That tells us that soil holds moisture.
Children, do you know how does the soil holds the moisture? By absorbing it, isn't it? So our next property is absorption of water by the soil. We know that different kinds of soil have different capacity of absorbing moisture.
In the case of sandy soil, the soil particles have large spaces between them. They cannot fit close together. So, sandy soil is unable to hold water. But in the case of clayey soil, the soil particles are tightly packed together, leaving little space for air. So, it holds water. Here is a way to check the absorption of water in the soil. Take a funnel and a filter paper. Fold the paper and place it into the funnel. Weigh 50 gram of dry powdered soil and pour it into the funnel. Measure a certain amount of water in a measuring cylinder and pour it drop by drop into the soil. Keep pouring the water till it starts dripping. Now, you know the amount of water that you poured and you can measure the amount of water that has percolated. So the difference gives you the amount of water absorbed. So the percentage of absorption of water can be written as absorbed water by poured water into 100.
So I hope all of you understood how to find the rate of percolation and percentage of absorption of water in the soil. So we learned different types of soil and properties of soil. India is such a big country and we have so many different kinds of rocks and landforms. The climate is also different in different parts of our country. So obviously we have different kinds of soil.
Depending on the soil, landforms and climate, different crops grow in different parts of India. Clayey and loamy soils hold water. Cereals like wheat and gram grow well in such soil. Rice needs a lot of water, so it grows best in clayey soil. Masoor and other pulses grow better in soils that drain water, so loamy soil is better for these crops. Cotton needs even better drainage, so loamy soil that has more sandy particles in it is good for cotton.
Children, you might have heard about soil pollution and soil erosion. So how can we conserve soil?
What is soil pollution? Soil pollution is the contamination of the soil. The main causes of soil pollution are overuse of pesticides and fertilizers, seepage of discharge from factories, acid rain, non-biodegradable waste like polythene, plastic, etc. What is soil erosion? The carrying of soil from one place to another by water and wind is called soil erosion. It is a natural process. The main causes of soil erosion is deforestation. Deforestation means removing vegetation from the land in an uncontrolled manner. So, how can we prevent soil pollution and soil erosion? Prevention of soil pollution can be done by use of manures instead of synthetic fertilizers, use of natural pesticides, avoid dumping of polythene and plastics in soil. Prevention of soil erosion can be done by afforestation, that is, large-scale planting in place of cut-down forest.
With this, our chapter was completed. I hope all of you understood about this chapter. Go through the video URL, attend the test questions and copy the notes. Read the text very well. See you in the next class. Thank you, children.